With the unique situation of a head coach stepping down from his position, I kind of want to see what the Steelers fan base is thinking about at this current point in time before he stepped down and after he stepped down. And there's only one place where we can get a bunch of opinions in one place of people just giving it out for free, and that's Reddit. Here we are, r/Steelers, and I will only have to go so far to see a post before Tomlin stepped down saying fire Tomlin. And if you can't quite see it, it's all the games of him losing in the playoffs in the past 10 years. Now, in my opinion, this is a man being a victim of his own success, because if you keep having winning seasons, you are going to have some teams that just, quite frankly, have no business being in the playoffs whatsoever. The Patriots had a similar time period from 2005 to 2013, and Bill Belichick is one of the greatest coaches of all time. Now, let's look at another example. Now, Tomlin's predecessor, Coach Bill Cowher, also had a stretch of 8 years where his team did not make it to the, Super Bowl. It's not lost on me that this 14-year stretch I'm showing you right now is egregiously bad by Mike Tomlin. Let's go to another head coach that might be more similar to this stretch. Now, this is Marvin Lewis's coaching tenure during that same time period, and to be fair, this is very similar to Mike Tomlin's last 14 years with the Steelers. To be completely fair to Tomlin, he hasn't had Ben Roethlisberger since 2021, and to be fair to Lewis, no disrespect to Carson Palmer, especially with the Bengals and Andy Dalton, there hasn't been a better quarterback between those people than Ben Roethlisberger. So now, obviously, John Harbaugh just lost his job, who I find is an equal and greater coach in some regards to Mike Tomlin, and he has had a similar time period than Mike Tomlin. This may be the most damning piece of firing him to come across when doing my research, quite frankly. Now back to our original post. Now, after doing some research, I have to say the content of this is fair, but it didn't help the Bengals firing Marvin Lewis back in the day. So firing Coach Tomlin from this season might be, a big mistake if they would have went that route. But I also would like to point out that Mike Tomlin never having a losing season really eliminates the possibility of drafting a quarterback like a Joe Burrow eventually. So mediocrity has its own price. Now, on the surface, this is a hilarious post, but by the numbers, this offense has been abysmal since 2019, around the time where Ben Roethlisberger's play has dropped off. So fans dealing with that for about 6 years can be very tiring. I included this one because he just had to wait till the afternoon. This is such a cool post, and I'm actually going to show the good side of that comparison I did earlier with Tomlin and Harbaugh. Within just 5 years of getting the job in Baltimore, Harbaugh made it to the Super Bowl. He even had a conference championship game the year before that. I'm pretty sure this was the year the Flacco fling occurred where dude chucked it halfway across the field. This is Mike Tomlin's wildly impressive 4-year stretch of first year just getting to the wild card round, second year winning the Super Bowl, third year not even making to the playoffs, and then losing another Super Bowl. So those first 4 years gave you every indication that dude was gonna keep being a perennial playoff contender year in and year out, and it just didn't materialize that way for whatever reason. And this is an awesome Mike Tomlin appreciation post highlighting some of his career achievements 3 hours after this whole thing was announced. So pretty cool. Before I get to the post on the screen, I think it's pretty cool that Mike Tomlin's biggest controversies are of his players like Antonio Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster dancing and things of that nature. It's pretty cool that it's not really about him when it comes to the drama of the team, and this post kind of encapsulates that he had success without it making it about him. And with that, that's all I got. Thank you for watching the whole video. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And thank you once again, Mike Tomlin, for being such an awesome head coach and a great representation of not only my dad's favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, but African Americans all over the world.